So the pay-per-view numbers are in for Cotto Canelo, and they made $58 million and went into over 900,000 homes according to HBO. Uh, I'm not sure if Canelo's on his way or did he get a lot of help from Cotto. I would say 30% of those people were because of Cotto was fighting. Damn, I just saw. Oh my God, this dude. I'm not sure if you guys watching the UCLA. The UCLA. I'll put the volume on for you guys. UCLA Kentucky game. Ali from UCLA just went down the middle and just smashed on this kid. UCLA is about to upset Kentucky 67-41 with 9:56 left to go. But getting back, sorry about that. It's definitely a top 10 now. As people would say. But anyway, sorry, I'm doing these videos live. And I didn't expect that to happen. It's an and one. You guys, make sure you guys watch Sports Center tonight. But um, um, those are decent numbers. I mean, if Canelo knew English, he would. There are a lot of novice Latin American fans that would love Canelo if they spoke his language, because there's a percentage of Latin Americans who don't speak Spanish, and there's a percentage of Latin Americans who do things the American way, and there are some Latin Americans who believe that if you come to America, you have to know English, and if you're gonna service the American market, you have to do what the Americans do, speak English. And so once he learns English, not unless he's just knocking people out. If you're just knocking people out left and right, but even that may not work, because you got Triple G, who's knocked out, ooh, 18 in a row, 17, 18, 17, 18, 19 in a row, and yet and still he did just over 150 pay-per-view. So, or under 100, some under 150,000 pay-per-views. So go figure. You have to build that brand. You have to. I'm not sure if being a hero or being a villain has more value, but the last example says that the villain works. And the last pay-per-view star before Floyd Mayweather was Mike Tyson, excuse me, Oscar De La Hoya, who won Olympic gold and was exceptionally good looking. Same as Canelo, but he doesn't have the American Olympic pedigree. So, and before that was, I would say, I don't think Roy Jones was a great pay-per-view kid. Uh, Mike Tyson all the way down. Who was the pay? I don't help me remember who was the pay-per-view king in the '90s. Hmm, it's a great question. Roy Jones. Hmm. Hmm. But before Floyd Mayweather, it was Oscar De La Hoya. So that goes to show you that you got to have an external pedigree for the U.S. market to accept you. And truth be told, Canelo is a long, long way from gaining the attention of the American public, because he can't go on ESPN. He can go on ESPN Deportes, but he can't go on ESPN LA and go on Max and Marcellus in the morning. He can't go to New York and sit down with the Breakfast Club. He can't go down to Atlanta and be in these rap videos or have conversations with him. And another important component to being uh, an American star, you have to align yourself with American celebrities. Now, if you don't speak English, um, it's very challenging to do that. Now, keep in mind, Floyd Mayweather aligned himself with a lot of American celebrities, and all of them are mainstream, whether he was sleeping with them or whether he was actually friends with them, like 50 Cent, uh, Justin Bieber, Lil Wayne. The list can go on and on. Rick Ross before they fell out, now they're back. T.I. before they fell out. Jamie Foxx before they fell out. And so you have to. These are all the ingredients that must happen. So I mean, I wish Canelo luck. I mean, Golden Boy's in L.A. So I mean, between Texas, Los Angeles, and Vegas, these would be where his fights. But if I'm Canelo, I would definitely fight in Vegas. But moving forward, he has. I want to see what the WBC is going to do because he has 3 days to decide if he's going to fight Triple G. The WBC president said he's giving them 15 days, and by the 10th day they need to be negotiating. So we'll see what happens. That catch weight at 155. You're the one. He walked in to Cotto at well over 170. And him Canelo fighting at 160 will not be an issue. So um, he makes that weight much easier, but he wants to control a weight class with his 20 pound advantage, and it was very visible. I was there at the fight. I mean, it was like oh man, it was like a JV player versus a college player. It was that obvious in the ring. He looked so much more narrower than Canelo. So let me know what you guys think. It's 900,000. Uh, is 900,000 buys good? I think it's good. You know. Now, what does Canelo do as an encore? You got to build this momentum. He has he has to step up and fight someone. Uh, I would say fight a name. If he's not going to fight Triple G, fight a name as opposed to a great fighter. So the next best name outside of Triple G, he has to fight. Don't no matter who it is. Maybe Laura. No, he just fought Laura. I don't think that would do well. Shit. Andrade. Andrade. That's not a good fight because people don't know who he is. I'm trying to think of a popular 154 guy, 160 guy that he can fight. I couldn't tell you, but I can't think off the top of my head, but that's popular, not that's good. So he's gonna have to step it up, and we'll see what happens. Don't forget, Pacquiao should be announcing who he's fighting tomorrow. You got the weigh-ins for Jacobs and Quillen tomorrow, um, and that will do it. And lastly, um, there's been a lot of delay on that Sean Porter Keith Thurman fight. I spoke to people in Mayweather and Al Heyman. They said that fight was a go. So that's why I've been. I know subscribers been getting on me, but I thought that fight was signed, sealed, and delivered. But I know we'll have a lot more answers because Al Heyman always makes sure that his fighters travel with the fight. So we'll see a Keith Thurman, we'll see a Sean Porter doing interviews at the fight. So barbershop conversations. Let me know if 900,000 homes is good enough for Canelo Cotto, and can Canelo get to a million buys all by himself? I say no now, but we'll have to wait and see. Barbershop conversations, and make sure you guys watch Sports Center. That's probably one of the top dunks of the year thus far, early on in the college basketball season. Um, and look forward to bringing you guys more boxing content. Appreciate you guys. Peace.